Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the GOAT bringing you another ground war. I got Jungle here. I'm in a party with three guys, and real quick, I just want to talk about parties. If you guys played this game and play ground war, I like to play solo a lot, and occasionally I'll play in a decent sized party, but I never like to run it with a full party because it really is just not even fair. There's no challenge in it. Um, I was talking to my brother the other day, and he rarely plays this game, and he ran into a big party with a bunch of YouTube guys in it, and he was playing by himself and one other kid that's not so good, and it was this map, Domination, and right off the bat he was putting in work versus these kids, but his teammates, the best guy on his team, went 6-27, and I went back and I was talking to him, and we watched the game. And there's really nothing you can do. These kids, they get in these big parties, and they all run Blackbird. And once the first Blackbird's up, they camp, they get their Blackbird, then they all go to town, and then it's an endless stream of chopper gunner and dogs. And to be honest with you, I just don't see like what's fun about that. Like these kids are good players, don't get me wrong, and I guess there's nothing wrong with that. But in all reality, I mean, if you're playing against a full party and they're all running Blackbird, Chopper, and Dogs, there's nothing you can do. Once they get the first one, it's just it's over. But back to this gameplay. I got my dogs here. These kids are pretty bad. I mean, this guy, he's just standing there. I mean, the game is just. I mean, these guys. Well, in their defense, the dogs are fucking chasing them all over the map. And I mean that's another thing. Once people start hitting their big kill streaks, if you run with a big party, I mean the other team's pretty much screwed. If there's dogs around and there's a Blackbird, you're dead. And I mean I've been doing a lot of thinking. I never run Blackbird, and here look at me. I run right past this guy. I don't know what happened there. Just forget that happened. I knifed the wall. But yeah, I mean look at these guys hiding in here from the dogs. Always check that spot on jungle. The noobs, they always are hiding. That guy just got the luckiest grenade of all time. So I'm going to speed through this chopper. And another thing I wanted to talk about was the Billionaire Challenge and that free-for-all tournament. There's a lot of stuff going on in the community right now. And, you guys all know about the free-for-all challenge. I think I talked about it right after it was done. And I just wanted to go back and just make a couple points that I took away from it. First things first is I didn't put a tremendous amount of stock in it. The reason being is there was a few players that were invited into it, and I understand why Game Dunzo invited them. They're looking for obviously traffic on their website. If they get a lot of people going there, advertisement money, and things of that nature, and which is a good idea by the owner. He's definitely a smart guy, but it's a shame that certain people didn't take it seriously. And I'm not gonna name names. If you guys watch it, you obviously know. And I don't want to come off as like some guy that's trying to act like the YouTube I don't know, tyrant or something. But for a guy like me, I mean, there's money involved, and that's why I like Marka J. I will give him credit. He definitely was the best player on that day. And I mean, I went back and he posted a lot of his perspective on the free for all. And if you guys didn't get a chance, you should watch that. And he's definitely a very smart player. And he was going into like his thoughts going into the match and like what he was trying to do. And basically, Mark J said he didn't even use his radar. And I mean, that's what it boils down to. When you're in a free for all, I mean, 8 or 9 players is fine. Depending on the map, I could see on a map like a Ray having 12 people. But in all reality, when there's 12 people on the map, you're literally spawning and you're going to be in a gunfight. So you better be on point. And there's no sense in looking at your radar. You have to check just immediately in front of you. And that's what Marka J did. And he pretty much dominated that. Fearcrads and Game 360 were very close, second and third. It was basically interchangeable between those two. And I think, yeah, and then a surprise was Onslaught. He's definitely a pretty good player, and I didn't think he would take fourth, but, I mean, he did. And then Sandy Ravage obviously took fifth. And it seems like he's been playing a little more Black Ops now. So it'd be nice to see him get into this. They're doing a 4-on-4 thing, and there's captains, and I'm not sure the ins and outs of it, but I think they said there's 6 captains, and there's some sort of salary cap, and you have to draft players, but you only have X amount of dollars allotted. So I guess it would be like any sport. If you spend most of your salary cap on one guy, then the two other guys you're gonna get are gonna be the lesser caliber players in the tournament. And I guess that's a good thing. So it kind of evens out to the teams, so you don't have one team that's ridiculously stacked. And I know there's some competitive players involved. I heard one of the Optic clans. They're the best Call of Duty competitive clan out right now, and I know one of their guys is in it, and a few other guys. But I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on who the captain should be, and what teams you'd like to see in it. And yeah, this game's wrapping up now. I think it's 108-6, and yeah, just leave me some comments and some feedback later.